What's up, everyone? It's Ed from barstarzz, and today I'm bringing to you an experiment that I will be trying. So if you guys have been following the channel for a while, you guys seen the Armstrong program. The video is titled How to Do More Pull-Ups. If you haven't seen it, click above. This video references that video a lot. So it's a video I done 5 years ago, approximately. And we had a lot of feedback, a lot of comments, and it actually got a couple million views. And the video is based on Armstrong. He was a former military person that went into increasing his pull-ups, and he was going for the world record. So he laid out this program that was a 5-day-a-week program. The 6th day was optional, and I laid it out on the YouTube video, giving examples. Before, it was trending on the internet around this time, so a lot of different people referenced this article and different sources, and I made the video based on the source I had at the time, which is completely different. So since then, not completely different, but I've seen different modifications of it. So again, I'm basing it on the older video I seen and how I structured it then. So the goal of this experiment is to see how many pull-ups I will increase. So I'm currently on vacation in LA and Los Angeles. I thought it would be a good idea to keep me focused, because usually, you know, you're on vacation. It's very easy to get distracted. So I'll be documenting my progress with this goal. So I'm going to show my max pull-ups today at the end of this video, and then I'm going to take a break, and then I'm going to run the Armstrong program. So I'm only in LA for 11 days. The Armstrong program is recommended to be run for at least 4 to 6 weeks. But let's see how much I improve from there. And then if you guys are really interested, I can continue the experiment when I get back home in New York. So for you guys that don't know what the Armstrong program is, I will be laying out the program. The things I will be tracking on the series will be my pull-ups, my max pull-ups, my max push-ups. So even though it's not a push-up program, he does do 3 max out sets of push-ups every morning as a way to keep the balance in his body. Now, the reason I'll be tracking the push-ups is just because I know you guys will be curious on that too. I personally do not think doing max sets is the best way to increase your reps. So I'm going into this doubtful that my push-ups will increase, but it'll be something I'll be keeping track of. So max pull-ups, max push-ups, and then the way my back looks to see if increasing this volume of pull-ups will have an effect on just the physical appearance of my back. Now, I've been training calisthenics. I haven't taken a break. So my program consisted of pull-ups, but I haven't focused on high volume pull-ups in a very long time. So the most pull-ups I've ever done was 35. The form wasn't perfect. I'll have some snippet of the video playing right now so you guys can check it out. It's something I felt very powerful going into it, so I still feel like I could have done a lot of more pull-ups that day, clean form, but I'm not proud of the form. But that's just a guide to give you. For me to reach that number of pull-ups at the time, I was training the Armstrong program with light ankle weights with muscle ups. So I was doing the Armstrong program the way it was laid out, but instead of pull-ups, I was using it for muscle ups, and I added 3 to 4 pounds ankle weights just because I wanted to see my max record of muscle ups increase. Eventually, I tried it. I didn't get to a number I was very happy with. I got to 21. It's on the old YouTube channel if you guys want to check that out. And then a couple days later, or a couple months later, I decided to try my max pull-ups, and I was like shocked that I was able to hit 35. So since then, I've trained volume, low volume, high volume, low volume. If you guys been following the channel, I had a shoulder injury, which stopped me from doing too many pull-ups. I couldn't go into the high volume of pull-ups or muscle-ups. Pretty much that motion where my hand was going overhead was painful. I feel way better now, although not 100%. I could definitely do high volume pull-ups and high volume muscle-ups again. Since then, I have not been training high volume pull-ups or high volume muscle-ups. So I do pull-ups. It's incorporated in my program. I do the barstarzz BTX, which has pull-ups included. And I also have different workouts when I have different training partners. I tend to ask them for the workout just so I can feel challenged. And this usually includes pull-ups. But again, not high volume pull-ups. And I have not been focusing on my max reps. So this experiment will be focusing on those 3 factors. But I'm very open to what else you guys want me to document down in the comments below. So if there's something that you guys feel like I should be keeping track of from now to the end of the program, let me know. I would like to document it for you guys if it's reasonable. All right, so the programs, for you guys who don't know, I printed it out, and I'll go through each day and how he did it and what he did. So the program was developed by Major Charles Lewis Armstrong. He was trying to break the world record of number of pull-ups consecutively. That means without letting go of the bar, without no break, and without the one-arm hang. So just 2 hands up, and using the perfect form without kipping. I think a 5% decrease in form is okay, but anything more than that, it becomes, I wouldn't count it. So if you kip your legs, I wouldn't count it. If you don't go full lockout, I wouldn't count it. You can miss lockout a little bit because I feel like there's a valid concern when it comes to your joints and tendons when it comes to full lockout. So that's why I'll leave the leeway. But for the most part, I think you should have the full range of motion and have a rigid body with just having your back and your biceps pull you up. So each morning he performed 3 maximum sets of normal push-ups. This was again to balance out the muscles of doing the pull-ups consecutively. He wanted to keep it balanced, so he'll do the push-ups. The way he did is as soon as he got out of bed, he did his max set. He went, used the bathroom, brushed his teeth. He did his other set. Then he went back to the bathroom and shaved his head and did another set. So I don't shave my head, so I'm not gonna have the same breaks. So I can't copy the experiment rep for rep there. So what I would do is I'm gonna do my max set. I'm gonna say brushing my teeth takes about 2-3 minutes. I'll brush my teeth 2 to 3 minutes. I'll do my another max set, and then I'll wait another 2-3 minutes to do my third and final max set. And hopefully that could kind of balance out with kind of the idea of what he was doing. I know it definitely takes a lot longer to shave your head. I could just imagine it takes more than 3 minutes. Then after that, he waited 2 to 3 hours to start the pull-up program. So this is just because he wanted to have a full rest, and he felt like it was really important to have that full rest before starting his primary goal, which was the pull-ups. So it was a 5-day-a-week program with the 6th day being optional. So I printed out what I found on the internet for the Armstrong program, but again, my source I no longer could find for the previous video that I did on it. So I'll be picking a balance between that previous video and that previous source I had and the source that comes up now when you Google the Armstrong Pull Up Program. So on day 1, 5 maximum effort sets. You rest 90 seconds between each set. You don't really focus on the numbers. The goal is just to do as many as you can and bring it to full exhaustion with 5 sets. So you do your max out, full range of motion, perfect form, rest 90 seconds, back, full range of motion, as many pull-ups as you can, rest 90 seconds, and you repeat that 5 times. That's day 1. Day 2, the pyramid day. So the way this starts is, this is actually where it varies from the other program. So the way I did it when I first announced the video or when I usually do the program is I do 1 pull-up, I wait 10 seconds, 2 pull-ups, wait 10 seconds, 3 pull-ups, wait 10 seconds, and you go to the highest number you could get to. Once you missed one number, you wait 10 seconds and then you max out. Now this source on the internet, the way the program is described is you do 1 pull-up, you wait 10 seconds, and then as the reps increase, you'll do the rest equivalent to the amount of pull-ups you did. So it'll be like 1 pull-up, 10 seconds, 2 pull-up, 20 seconds rest, 3 pull-ups, 30 seconds rest, 4 pull-ups, 40 seconds rest. So this is where I need your help, guys. Should I follow the original layout, 1 pull-up, 10-second rest, 2 pull-up, 10-second rest, and keep the 10-second rest consistent? Or should I follow this new modified program of 1 pull-up, 10 seconds, 2 pull-ups, 20 seconds, and increase 10 seconds per pull-up as I go up? So you guys comment down below and I'll go with the popular choice by the time it comes to me making the next video. Day 3. So day 3 you do training sets. So this is where he introduces training sets, which I think is easier to explain with day 4. So the idea with training sets is you want to be able to pick a number that you're able to do 9 sets of using the same number consistently. So if you can't hit 9 sets, that means the number was too high. And if you go beyond 9 sets, that means the number was too low. So for this, you use your training set and you'll have you'll do 9 sets on day 3. 3 sets, the first 3 sets, regular pull-up grip. So let's say my max pull-ups is 10. I would use 3 sets of 5, regular pull-up. Then I'll do 3 sets of chin-up, close grip. This source says about 1 to 4 inches apart. So 3 sets like this. Again, it will be consistent with the training set number. And then last 3 sets will be wide push-ups. So in total, it's 9 sets, 3 different grips. The rest is 60 seconds for this day. And now it comes to day 4. So day 4, you'll do the maximum number of training sets that you can accomplish. So you'll do what you did, the number you did the day previously, but your goal is to go further. And if you're able to go further, that means next week, this is when you test your training sets to know that next week you could go and increase your training sets if you go past 9. If you go less than 9, then again, the number was too hard. And if you stay just at 9, then I think that's the same number you should use the next week. So day 4, you're trying to go way above the 9 sets, and that's your goal. So in order to increase your set. So again, remember, your sets are modified. It's not meant to burn out. It's meant so you could build up the endurance to hit 9 sets. And finally is day 5. You repeat the day that you found the hardest in the previous 4 days. So what that means is if I found day 1 the hardest with the max out sets, I'll do that again. Day 2, if I found that the hardest with doing the pyramid style, then I would do that again. Day 3, if I found that the hardest with doing different grip positioning among the 9 different sets, then I would do that one again. So whichever day I found the hardest, that's the one I would do again. Or you could have weighted pull-ups. So you could have either or. So when it comes to day 5 for me, I will see which is the hardest, and if all of them were approximately the same amount of difficulty, then I'll stop by and do some weighted pull-ups. Another thing I'll be tracking on this website is how sore I feel. I know there's been a lot of debate about if you could train every day. I know I recommended it as long as you're not bringing your body to complete and total failure. I think training every day is a good way to learn a skill. If you're bringing your body to failure, I think it's a horrible idea. And then you should definitely have muscle splits if that's your goal. But if you're not bringing your body to complete failure, I think you could practice every day. And I ran this program before, and I know for a fact I could do it. But I will document every day how I feel as far as soreness, and then you'll be able to see with my workout if it was too much, and you could obviously see a decrease in performance, or it's about expected. All right, guys, I hope you guys are excited for this. I'm excited because I have never done a video and series like this on this channel, so I'm excited, and I want you guys to join. So if you guys see this video, you'll have 2 days. I'll upload this video to show my max today. I'll take a break so I can come fresh, and then I'll start the program. So in those 2 days, hopefully you see the video and you can join me and also document your progress, whether through Instagram, YouTube, or blog, or even Facebook, even statuses, or even at a very personal note in your own journal. I definitely would love to hear it. So DM it to me, email me, and let me know how you go with the program, and hopefully we can follow it together. I am excited. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go show you my max pull-ups, and stay tuned to the series. Thank you, guys. Make sure to subscribe, and peace!